Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Renovan, and today I'll be playing some World of Warcraft once again, and I'll be playing on my first ever worgen character, who I just created, and the very first alliance character I've gotten past level 10 out of the starting area. But yeah, I decided to level this guy with my friend, and it's doing fine at the moment. I might decide to level up this guy just because I can, and on rainy days, it's either I get on WoW or do something else. But usually on rainy days, there's nothing to do anyways. So yeah, I'll just hop on this guy and level him and record when I get to the higher levels, and maybe when I do this kind of commentary and stuff. But yeah, today I'm going to be talking to you about two topics. One, the new patch for World of Warcraft, and if I get enough time, I'll be talking about some Minecraft. Even though that is a bit off topic, I'll be talking about Minecraft just because it's a big topic at the moment. Alright, to start off this commentary, in patch 4.3, there will be Deathwing. Yes, finally Deathwing. Just like in Wrath of the Lich King, when in December or November, the Lich King came out as the raid, and they slowly, one by one, released each boss. So that seems a bit interesting. And I'm hoping they do the same thing with Deathwing, unless they're going to make it a raid like Mike Theragon's lair, or I seriously don't know how to pronounce his name, but hopefully they do something like what they did in Wrath of the Lich King, when they one by one released each boss. So then you actually had to progress, and you had time to progress, and well, it kind of gives players who don't have a lot of gear time to get gear. And also, it'll basically be giving everybody a fair chance at being able to become the world's first Deathwing Slayer on their server. So that'd be very nice if they did that, and I'm really looking forward to this. Also, like in Wrath of the Lich King, they added the 3 new dungeons. I can't remember what they were called, but I really liked them dungeons. They were really fun to do, and I found they made the game a lot funner. Even though Wrath of the Lich King had a lot of dungeons, I found even when they added the 3 new ones, it made the game a whole lot funner, adding to a new variety and adding to the storyline and leading up to the Lich King battle. So the 3 new 5-man instances, including one in the Caverns of Time. That seems interesting, because the Caverns of Time was a pretty big part in BC, and also I think a kind of big part in Classic. I know there was some level 70 raids in there, and so yeah, it seems interesting. And also Call of or I can't remember what that one raid is, but that was a really fun, and also all the instances in Caverns of Time was very fun. So hopefully they can make this a very great dungeon that has to do good with the storyline, and hopefully leading up to the battle with Deathwing. War of the Ancients was mentioned as a cataclysm instance a few years ago, but a lot of things have changed since then. Who knows? I don't know what that means. Maybe that's what the new dungeon will be, War of the Ancients. But, we can't be sure because they haven't confirmed it. They've just been giving little hints about it, and, like it says here, who knows? Next, we have the Transmogrifier, if that's how you pronounce it, NPC, which will let you change the appearance of any armor piece on you while retaining the stats of your current gear. Now, that sounds awesome. That will be awesome, man. I'm gonna be like wearing my favorite armor tier on my paladin, which was the judgment set. The judgment set in regular WoW, and my second favorite, which was actually the tier 10 in Wrath of the Lich King. I found that was one of my favorites. Those two are my favorites in total over all of WoW, and I'm really looking forward to that. Also, I have a sword that from Wrath of the Lich King that looks amazing, but I can't use it anymore because it looks great, but I can't use it because the stats on it compared to the cataclysm weapons is horrible. It has that of a green now, a cataclysm green. So I'm looking forward to that. Getting a good but bad looking sword in one of the heroic dungeons, and then mutating them together, creating an awesome looking sword with awesome stats. So that'll be awesome. I'm really looking forward to that. And but in order to do this transmugifier, or however you pronounce it, you have to have that piece of gear that you want to change the look to. So you'll need two pieces of gear. If I want my tier 12 to look like my tier 10, I will need to have both pieces of gear. I will need to have, for example, the shoulders of the tier 12 and the shoulders of the tier 10. Then I go to the NPC, which will let me mutate these guys together and create a tier 10 look, but with the tier 12 stats. So that's how that's going to work. So that'll be really awesome. But also, players won't be able to change the appearance of their armor into another armor type or class armor set. And you might have to own the armor before you can use it to swamp the appearance of your existing armor. Alright, so that sounds awesome. The Void Sword system, which is one of the new things also being introduced in the 4.3 update. And the Void Sword is a new type of bank where players will be able to store their old armor in order to free up space in the regular bank. Now, from what I've heard, the Void Storage, it's very costly at about 100 gold to store items or something like that. And it's very costly, but, for me especially, my bank is always full. I can clean it out in a few, maybe hours. It'll be filled back up again with stuff I don't want to get rid of, because I have tier 8 sets, tier 9 sets, tier 10 sets, got tier 2, tier 3, and I got a bunch of Wrath gear and some Burning Crusade gear that I just don't want to let go because I love how it looked, and I loved how I got the gear because I put so much work into trying to get some of that gear, and the gear just reminds me how good I felt when I actually got that. And some of it took an hour a day for a month or 2 months to get. And so I'm going to be happy when this comes out, even though it is costly. I'm going to be storing my tier sets and all the stuff I like a lot and I want to keep. So I'm going to be storing all that in the Void Storage, and I'm going to be cleaning out my bank, and I'm going to try to clear up as much space as I can, so I can, have an open bank and let items go in and out of the bank without it getting clogged up. So that will be awesome. I cannot wait for that. It's kind of an essential tier now that we're almost at the 4th expansion coming out next year in 2012. The Abyssal Maw dungeon is gone for the moment. The storyline wasn't convincing enough for fitting. Well, I kind of like the Abyssal Maw dungeon. It was a great dungeon in my opinion, but it is true that the storyline wasn't convincing enough to fit the Cataclysm storyline. So, I'm not all too upset about that, but it's fine. I mean, it's good with that. So, yeah, that is everything for the 4.3 update in World of Warcraft. I hope you liked this video. I'll be doing more of these videos for all the major updates for WoW and stuff, and maybe even the regular patches like fixes and hot fixes and stuff. So thank you. Unfortunately, I did not have enough time to add some Minecraft information. I will do that on a separate video, hopefully. And yeah, so thanks. Please subscribe and support my video, and let's get together to the top.